Right, y'all, welcome. This is the I Am podcast with your host. I am Jay Allison. Go ahead, if you're not already following me, go ahead, follow me on IG, Instagram, Spotify podcast, Apple podcast, YouTube channel, everywhere on social media, all my platforms. I am Jay Allison. You'll see the link popping up on your screen. Pop. But I definitely appreciate everybody for listening, tuning in. We're just gonna dive on in it. It's been a while. This feels a little weird, but we're just gonna dive on in it because this thing has been bothering me for the past couple weeks. I can't sleep. I'm losing sleep, and it ain't because of daylight savings time. But for my people out there that's still recovering from daylight saving time smacking you in your face this week, trust me, you got a whole bunch of people saying the same thing right now. So we're just gonna dive right in on this topic, y'all. Y'all know how I do this. I'm gonna give you the main topic, which y'all already know. This series is going to be called Tense. All right, all my people that was on Instagram live, surprise, I did have Instagram live. It was so amazing, but they already got the intro to this series, which is called Tense. The so-called topic of that main series, this video will be about past tense. All right, past tense. And when I got the concept for this whole series, I really dove in it head first. Where we are going in the series, you don't want to miss it, so stay tuned. But right now we're going to talk about past tense, the old you. All right, everybody say the old you, past. Everybody always tries to bring up who you used to be, how you used to act. Man, I watched you grow up. I've seen what you have become, but they're always not seeing you for who you are now. They're always seeing you for who you were before. So yeah, you might be doing something great in your life, but you made one mistake when you were 12 and 13, and that's Jimmy or Johnny with the bad attitude. He always had a bad attitude when he was 12 or 13, or that's Susan and Kimberly. I don't know if Susan and Kimberly are watching, but Susan and Kimberly, that was the one that always could never turn down food. Put a plate in front of them, they gonna eat it up, all right? And the thing is, they never saw you past that point. 10 years from now, 15 years from now, they kept looking at the you in past tense. All right? And I think you see where I'm going with this. You now need to get rid of the idea of past tense you. You cannot live today nor tomorrow in the same mindset, the same actions as past tense you, because there was a certain result that you used to get and achieve when it was past tense you. But now living in today, waiting for your tomorrow, now you have to live not in the past, but in the today, in the now. Everybody say now. So we look at that word past tense and we understand that there is some bondage behind that word and some shackles behind that word, but there's also, I'll say, an epiphany, all right? I'll say it. I'll call it for what it is. Sometimes you get a revelation of what that word really is when you say past tense. And I heard it this weekend that sometimes you need some tension to get you where you need to get to. You're building a fire, you need some friction. And just because it's past tense, you now have to realize I am who I am today because of where I came from. And you always hear that statement that says, don't forget where you came from. But some people need to forget who they used to be. Let me speak to those people really quick, because you need to forget who you used to be. You need to forget the attitudes that you used to have. You need to forget the mindsets that you used to have. You used to spend money before you even made it. You used to live paycheck by paycheck. You used to not know where your food is coming from. If $1 drops in the ground, you're gonna be the first one to pick it up, not the first one to say, hey, who dropped this dollar? And we are going to talk to that person. That past tense past tense is no longer who you are today. So who we are striving to be is not somebody we're looking back as a memory or a history. We're gonna blow your mind. Trust me. Once you really dig into that right there, who you were in the past, you can't keep trying to strive to be something you were before. It's about pushing towards something you see ahead. And if past tense you was doing this, I ain't calling no names, but this, then it looks like you need to start changing some things, some mindsets. You need to start divorcing some habits, tendencies, and mindsets. Because when you really boil down to it, we cannot live in the past because we're not heading to the past. We cannot dwell in the past because that's not the direction that we're heading to. So why not focus in the direction that you're heading to? And I hope y'all not blowing up my comments, because we gonna cap out this series, y'all. I promise you, you're not gonna regret staying tuned for this series. But right now, we talking about the old you. A lot of people, y'all need to say goodbye, because after you watch this video, you need to say goodbye to the old you, even if today is the old you. Even if a second ago that was the old you. And I could really talk about some things right now, but I'm not gonna. Should I? I think I should. But that's the old you. It didn't even matter if you're in the action of whatever you're in. If that, after that second is done, that is now the old you. And some people might bring it up again. Even though you've changed, people around you might not. So they might see a change in you, but they might not believe the change that they see. So what they'll always revert back to is who they know and believe you to be. And again, that might be attitude Johnny, that might be never put the fork down Susan. It might be. But if today, now, you've decided, in this second, I've decided to not be who I used to be, but be who I am supposed to be, who I'm striving to be. You stay in that vein, forget everybody that is around you saying otherwise. Because you know, you look yourself in the mirror. Remember, we talked about that in the podcast. One of my first episodes was looking the man in the mirror. You got to look yourself in the mirror and say, today, now, right now, this second, I am no longer going to be who I used to be, but I'm going to strive to be who I'm supposed to be. I got to put that down on a t-shirt. Marcus, somebody put a t-shirt on it, slap it on it, send it to me, please. Because I am not who I used to be. I am striving to be who I'm supposed to be, y'all. So right now, I appreciate everybody that watched. I appreciate everybody that stayed tuned into this wonderful episode. This is the I Am Podcast with your host, I am Jay Allison. If you are striving to be who you are supposed to be, this is where you are going to discover yourself. I promise you, you keep watching, you keep listening, you will discover who you are supposed to be while watching, while tuning in, while reading the comments. We are going to elevate higher than you were previous to watching this, y'all. So I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody that's watching this. Staying tuned. Go follow me at I am Jay Allison at all your social media platforms. We are about to break the earth. We are about to shatter every concept, every idea, every imagination you had in your mind, because we are here to grow. So y'all stay tuned for more. This series is called Tense, y'all. All right, y'all. Appreciate it.